Hi, I'm Devontae Fitzgerald, and I'm going to be presenting an overview of the Kaufman Brief Intelligence Test, second edition, also known as the KBIT-2. So let's discuss the theoretical basis of the KBIT-2. The KBIT-2 is a brief measure of nonverbal and verbal intelligence that is primarily used to assess for cognitive abilities and cognitive deficits. The measure is based on the Cattell-Horn-Carroll theory, also known as the CHC theory, which presents a three-stratum hierarchical model of intelligence, which is broken down from general abilities to broad abilities to narrow abilities. So let's discuss the format and administration of the KBIT-2. It consists of three subtests: two verbal subtests, which are the verbal knowledge test and riddles, and one nonverbal subtest, which includes matrices. The third component of the KBIT-2 is the IQ composite, which is made up of the verbal and nonverbal measurements. Participants have 55 minutes to complete the test. The point at which participants will start is determined by their age and their response to the first three questions of that age-identified start point. So moving on to the scoring system and scale. Scores from the nonverbal and verbal scales are tallied together to calculate a raw score, which is converted into a standardized score, also known as the IQ composite. The IQ composite scores range from 40 to 160. The average range for this scale is from 85 to 115. With a mean score of 100 and a standard deviation of 15, this is how we establish the average range from 85 to 115. Scores above 130 oftentimes qualify students for gifted educational programs. So moving on to the test, validity and reliability. The KBI-2 has shown strong reliability and validity when compared to the Wechsler Intelligence Scales for Children, 4th edition. Split half reliability coefficients are high, ranging from 0.80 to the mid 0.90s. Mean split half reliability scores across all ages were 0.91 for the verbal scale and 0.93 for the composite IQ. Test-retest reliability coefficients range from 0.88 to 0.93, which again indicate strong reliability for the test. The measure shows concurrent validity with other assessments of cognitive functioning, such as the Wechsler Abbreviated Scale of Intelligence. The correlations range from 0.81 to 0.90 for the respective composite scores. Now to discuss the appropriate populations to administer the test to. The KBIT-2 is meant to assess the cognitive abilities of people ages from 4 to 90 years old. The test may be used among student populations, in clinical settings, and may be used in the assessment of job applicants. Clinical applications of the test. The KBIT-2 can be used in clinical settings to help identify learning disabilities and predict the future development of cognitive issues. Early detection of these disabilities may allow timely treatment and rehabilitation to improve cognitive functioning. Now, since this test is brief, a more comprehensive evaluation may be necessary to make decisions about diagnoses and placement. Ethical and cultural considerations. A significant limitation of the KBIT-2 verbal scale is that it must be administered in English. While participants are given credit for answering correctly in a language other than English, their interpretation and understanding of the question may be negatively impacted if English is not their primary language. So this is a brief overview of the Kaufman Brief Intelligence Test, second edition. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you.